Tulong muna! Bago! Balita!
Mag-ingat sa pagmamaneho mga kasangbahay. Kagabi sugatan na isang motorcycle rider matapos maaksidente sa Cagayan De Oro City. Ang biktima agad tinulungan ng UNTV News and Rescue. Ito ang balita ni Bernardaris.
Habang nagrurubing ang UNTV News and Rescue Team pasado alas 9 kagabi, nakatanggap ng tawag ang grupo mula sa Command Center ng Cagayan De Oro City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office. Isa umano ang sugatan sa motorcycle accident sa Banal Street, Barangay Kauswagan. Agad rumisponde ang grupo at nadatnaan ang 43 anyos na si Rodrigo Kapunhag. May mga sugat ito sa iba't ibang bahagi ng katawan na nilapatan naman ng pangunang lunas ng UNTV Rescue. Ayon kay Kapunhag, papauwi na sana siya sa kanilang tahanan sakay ng kanyang motorsiklo. Hindi niya napansin ang paparating na pedicab mula sa kanang bahagi. Bigla umano siyang nagpreno kaya tumilapon siya sa kalsada. Matapos lapatan ng first aid si Kapunhag, ay dinala na ito ng grupo sa Northern Mindanao Medical Center. Bernardaris, UNTV News and Rescue, Philippines.
Hawak na ng Calamba Police ang isang retiradong pulis na namaril sa kanyang matagal ng kaalitang kapitbahay sa Calamba, Laguna. Kabilang sa pinagmulan ng alitan ang maingay na tambutsyon ng motorsiklo ng biktima sa pagpapalit ng taon. Mula sa Calamba, Laguna, nasa linya ng ating komunikasyon si Sherwin Kulubong para sa detalye ng balita. Sherwin?
Monica, kusang sumuko sa Calamba Police Station ang retiradong pulis na si SPO4 Ruben Lapitan matapos nitong barilin ang biktima na si Carlo Odasco, 21 anyos. Nagtamo ang biktima ng tama ng bala ng baril sa paa at katawan na agad nitong ikinamatay. Ayon sa inisyal na investigasyon ng Calamba Police, Monica, matagal nang may alitan ng suspek at ang pamilya ng mga biktima. Pinakahuli rito ay ang maingay na tambutsyo ng motorsiklo ng biktima na ginamit noong pagpapalit ng taon. Kanina sa basketball court ng Sitio Mangumik, Barangay Canlubang, Calamba, Laguna, nagkaroon muli ng komprontasyon ng mga ito na humantong sa pamamaril at pananaksak.
Nagkaroon po ng heated argument yung pong pamilya nung New Year po regarding po sa motor, yung mga maingay po yung motor. Kinompronta po ni Ruben Leron Lapitan si Carlo Odasco. Ngayon po doon po nagmula yung kanilang away. Pero kanina pong mga alas 11 po, nagkaroon po sila ng another confrontation na nagresulta po dito sa insidente po ng shooting incident at stabbing incident.
Monica, naaresto rin ang anak na babae ng suspect matapos naman itong saksakin ang kapatid ng biktima na si Charlie, 19 anyos, habang sugatan naman ang kanilang ina na si Annalie na umawat sa away. Sa ngayon, Monica, inaalam pa ng Calamba Police kung lisensyado ang ginamit na 45 baril ng suspect. At yan ang ating balita. Balik sa iyo, Monica.
Maraming salamat, Sherwin Kulubong, live na nag-uulat mula sa Calamba, Laguna. Naglaan ng 50,000 pisong pabuya ang kaanak ng guro na pinaslang sa General Mariano Alvarez, Cavite para sa makapagtuturo sa kinaroroonan na suspek sa krimen. Ito ang balita ni Benedict Samson.
Matapos na nangyaring pagpatay sa isang guro sa General Mariano Alvarez, Cavite noong December 24, 2018, inilabas na ng General Mariano Alvarez Cavite Police ang litrato ng suspek na pumatay kay Jolie Butawan, 48 anyos. Inilalang suspect na si Jose Marie Pantaleon Labrador alias Kulot na kasalukuyang nagtatago.
Ganun din po, base na rin po sa impormasyon na bigay alam sa atin o yung nakita natin sa records ng barangay, siya po ay may mga kaso na rin ng mga theft incident nung minor pa siya.
Ayon sa pulisya, naglaan na ng pabuya ang pamilya ng biktima para sa makapagtuturo sa kinaroroonan ng suspect.
Bali, ang pamilya po ay nag-o-offer po ng 50,000 pesos para po sa dagli ang pagtakip dito po sa pumatay sa ating biktima. At para na rin po harapin po ng ating suspect yung kasong nagawa nito.
Ayon sa hepe ng GMA Police, nagpadala ng surrender pillar si Pantalyon, subalit hindi pa rin ito lumulutang hanggang ngayon. Sino mang may impormasyon sa kinaroroonan ng sospek ay maaaring makipag-ugnayan sa General Mariano Alvarez Cavite Police. Benedict Samson, UNTV News and Rescue, Cavite.
$3,327 araw o mahigit 9 na taon na po ang nakalipas mula nang maganap ang malagim na Maguindanao Massacre. Ngunit hanggang ngayon ay naghahanap pa rin tayo ng katarungan sa mga biktima ng malagim na krimen. At sa tila madilim na hinaharap ng kaso, hindi po bibitiw ang UNTV sa labang ito hanggang makamit ang katarungan hindi lamang para sa aming 4 na kasamahan, kundi sa lahat ng mga biktima ng karumaldumal na pamamaslang.
And for the news abroad, an 11-month-old boy was rescued from the ruins of a collapsed apartment block in Russia after 35 hours. Stephanie C. has this story.
A baby boy has been found alive on Tuesday after 35 hours spent in freezing cold in the rubble of a Russian apartment block that partially collapsed in an explosion. Emergency officials reported, calling it a miracle. The blast, thought to have been caused by a gas leak, damaged 48 apartments in a 10-story building in the industrial city of Magnitogorsk on Monday, killing at least 7 people with 36 people still missing. Video footage from the local emergency ministry showed a rescuer worker removing the baby dress in pink socks and putting a blanket around it before he starts running towards an ambulance. The current temperature in the city of Magnitogorsk, home to one of Russia's largest steel plants in the Urals, some 1,700 kilometers east of Moscow, is minus 17 degrees Celsius. The fact that the 11-month-old infant, currently diagnosed with a serious freezer burn and a closed head injury, was lying in his bed and was wrapped in layers saved his life, TASS news agency reported, citing a regional emergency center. The baby was found when a rescuer heard him crying, and a large-scale operation was immediately organized, Interfax news agency reported, citing emergency officials. His removal was difficult because of unstable debris, which posed risks for rescuers. The boy's mother is alive and has already arrived to the hospital, Interfax added. The blast tore through the building in the city of Magnitogorsk, home of one of Russia's largest steel plants, early on Monday morning, a public holiday in Russia when many residents were asleep. Health Minister Veronika Vortsova said on Monday that the chances of finding survivors were fading. There have been several similar incidents in the country in recent years due to aging infrastructure and poor safety regulations about gas usage. Stephanie C., UNTV News and Rescue.
The brother of a U.S. citizen arrested on Friday for spying in Russia insists that his sibling is innocent. Roby de Guzman reports.
The family of a retired U.S. Marine detained by Russia on spying charges stressed that he is innocent and was just visiting Moscow for a wedding. Paul Willain was staying with a wedding party for a fellow former Marine at the Metropole Hotel in Moscow when his brother David Willain learned that he was detained. Paul's family said in a statement released on Twitter on Tuesday that his innocence is undoubted and that they trust that his rights will be respected. Russia's FSB State Security Service said the American was detained on Friday, but it gave no details on the nature of his alleged espionage activities. Under Russian law, espionage can carry between 10 and 20 years in prison. A U.S. State Department representative said Russia has notified that a U.S. citizen has been detained and it expected Moscow to provide consular access to see him. David Willain declined to comment on his brother's work status at the time of his arrest and whether his brother lived in Novi, Michigan, as address records indicate. Borge Warner, a Michigan-based automotive parts supplier, said Willain is the company's director of global security. Russia's relations with the United States plummeted when Moscow annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine in 2014. and Washington and Western allies have imposed a broad range of sanctions on Russian officials, companies, and banks. In December, Russian national Maria Butina pleaded guilty in a U.S. court to a conspiracy charge in a deal with prosecutors and admitted to working with a top Russian official to infiltrate American conservative activist groups and politicians as an agent for Moscow. Robbie De Guzman, UNTV News and Rescue.
Brazil's newly inaugurated President Jair Bolsonaro said he would restore order and vowed to tackle corruption, crime, and economic mismanagement. Kath Dumaraos reports.
President Jair Bolsonaro, a former army captain turned lawmaker who openly admires Brazil's 1964 to 1985 military dictatorship, promised in his first remarks as president to adhere to democratic norms after his tirades against the media and political opponents had stirred unease.
It's also urged that we put an end to this ideology of defending the criminals and criminalizing the police. This has brought about an increase in violence in Brazil and in the power of organized crime, taking the lives of those who are innocent, destroying families, and bringing insecurity everywhere.
A seven-term congressman who spent decades on the fringes of Brazilian politics, Bolsonaro was swept to power in October by voters outraged with traditional political parties, making him Brazil's first right-wing president since the dictatorship. Voters punished mainstream parties following more than 4 years of graft investigations that laid bare the largest political corruption scheme ever discovered. Centrist parties were trounced, reshaping Brazil's political landscape and polarizing Congress. Following a knife attack during the presidential campaign that left Bolsonaro hospitalized for weeks, security was tight for his inauguration. Some 10,000 police officers and soldiers were deployed on the streets of Brasilia, the capital, as Bolsonaro and his wife rode in an open-topped Rolls-Royce to Congress. His voters are now impatient for Bolsonaro to make good on ambitious promises to tackle graft and violent crime and revive an economy still sputtering after the collapse of a commodities boom led to Brazil's worst recession on record. As thousands of supporters, many with the Brazilian flag draped around their shoulders, chanted, "The captain has arrived," Bolsonaro launched into a fiery speech.
We are going to restore order in this country. We are aware of this awesome responsibility and the challenges that we will face. We know where we want to go and the potentials that Brazil has.
Kat Dumaraos, UNTV News and Rescue.
U.S. border agents launched tear gas at the U.S.-Mexico border in Tijuana to prevent migrants from crossing. Meanwhile, Manchester City's mayor condemned the knife attack at the Victoria train station, which injured 3 people. Details in this report.
U.S. border agents launched tear gas at migrants to deter them from crossing the U.S.-Mexico border at Tijuana. Clouds of the noxious gas could be seen wafting off from around the fence at the border, and one migrant picked up a canister and threw it back across the border into U.S. territory. The recent deaths of 2 migrant children in U.S. custody have intensified the debate over U.S. immigration policy as President Donald Trump holds onto his demand that lawmakers give him $5 billion to fund a wall along the border with Mexico. Trump sees the wall as vital to stemming illegal immigration, while Democrats and some Republicans see it as impractical and costly. 8 people were rescued after being stuck on a fair ride for several hours in France on January 1. Social media video shows the 8 people sitting atop the ride, dangling their feet while waiting to be rescued in the Breton city of Rennes. Firefighters arrived at the scene, but their ladders were too short to reach the group. A rescue helicopter finally helped get them to safety. No injuries were reported. Manchester's Mayor Andy Burnham condemned as vile the knife attack at the Victoria train station on January 1, which injured 3 people. Police said the injured, a woman and a man in their 50s, were in a serious but not life-threatening condition. A male police officer in his 30s, who sustained a stab wound to his shoulder, was already released from hospital. Greater Manchester Police said they were searching an address in the Cheetham Hill area of the city on Tuesday after they detained a man on suspicion of carrying out the attack. The man's name has not yet been released. Police said they would step up their presence in the city where a suicide bomb attack in May 2017 killed 22 people as they left a concert by pop star Ariana Grande.
Incident at Victoria Station was a vile attack on families seeking to enjoy a peaceful new year. We're all thinking today of the couple who were injured and of course the police sergeant as well.
Alamin na natin ang sitwasyon sa mga lansangan sa oras na ito. Mula kay Monokson na nasa EDSA Cubao, live. Yes, Mon, go ahead.
Yes, Angela. Narito ang sitwasyon ng traffic sa ilang mga lugar sa Metro Manila. Unahin po natin ang EDSA Bagong Baryo. Sa mga dadaan po dyan ngayon sa may EDSA Bagong Baryo, kung kayo po ay papunta ng Balintawak at Muñoz area, light traffic po at walang maging problema sa oras na ito. Samantala, sa mga papunta naman ng Monumento area, sa ngayon po ay light traffic din. Magmula po dyan sa may area ng EDSA Bagong Baryo sa oras po ito. Silipin naman natin ang EDSA Bansalangin sa mga bibiyahe going Muñoz at Balintawak. Moderate traffic po ngayon via EDSA Bansalangin. At kung kayo naman ay papunta ng North Avenue at Quezon Ave, light to moderate traffic po. Wala pang masyado maging problema. Magmula po dyan sa may area ng EDSA Bansalangin. Silipin naman natin ang sitwasyon dito sa may EDSA Cubao Aurora. Sa mga southbound lane vehicles, light traffic po ang underpass ng EDSA Cubao Aurora. Maging itong service road, wala pang masyado magiging problema. Ito namang northbound lane, light to moderate traffic din. Sa ngayon po ay palibasa ay holiday pa, ay hindi po ganong kasikip ang trapiko dito sa may area ng Cubao. Silipin naman natin ang Scout Borromeo sa may Quezon Avenue. Sa mga pabalik ng elliptical road, light to moderate traffic po magmula sa may Scout Borromeo. At sa mga papunta naman ng Maynila, moderate traffic po ang mararanasan. Magmula po dyan sa may Scout Borromeo sa Quezon Ave. Tingnan naman natin ang Alabang Zapote Road. Kung kayo ay bibiyahe going Muntinlupa at SLEX, makakaranas po ng moderate flow of traffic. Pero yung kabilang side, papunta ng Ayala, Alabang at ng Las Piñas, moderate to heavy na po ang sitwasyon magmula po sa may Alabang Zapote Road. Dumako naman tayo sa may JP Laurel sa may Bahada, Davao City. Sa mga papunta pa ng SPMC, Lanang at Sasa, light traffic. Wala pa masyado maging problema. At yung kabilang side, green and go situation din papunta ng Gaisano Mall, Bahada, Acacia at Ponciano. Dyan po sa may JP Laurel, Bahada, Davao City. Paalala po sa ating mga kababayan, sa Makati lamang po mayroong number coding at hanggang mamayang alas 8 pa po yan. Para sa mga sasakyan ng kanilang plate number tatapos sa 5 at 6, bawal po sa may area ng Makati. Pero sa buong Metro Manila, bukas pa po magiging epektibong number coding dahil ngayon po ay wala pa rin pinapatupad na number coding ang MMDA. Yan ang ating traffic update. Balik sa Angela.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Monokson. Live na nagulat mula sa EDSA Cubao.
Sumalang na kagabi sa one-on-one showdown ang unang dalawang grupo ng Camp Junji Marcelo ng Wishcovery Season 2, The Singer and the Song. At matapos ang vocal showdown, pasok na sa top 4 ng Camp Junji sina Rhea Basco at Alia Cadelinia. Ito ang balita ni Leslie Lungbowen.
Matapos ang one-on-one vocal battle ng Camp Rani Raimundo, sunod na nagtagisan ng galing ang Wishcoveries ng National Capital Region sa Wishcovery Season 2, The Singer and the Song. Ang dalawang power belter na sina Laika Escultura at Rhea Basco ang unang dumaan sa pangkilatis ni composer Wishcoverer Junji Marcelo.
Sa pisa ng kapangyarihan ng pag-ibig mo.
Hindi pinalad na makapasok si Laika, ngunit wala naman siyang pinagsisisihan sa kanyang performance.
Binigay ko na lahat ng best ko, lahat ng mga kaya ko. So I think naman na maganda yung kinalabasan ng performance namin.
Sunod na sumalang sina Wishcoveries Alia Cadilinia at Mark Vincent Adel.
Ba't di nagkatagpo? Bakit tuloy nagkalayo? Bakit mayroon pang nadarama? Gayong hindi na tayong dalawa.
Ngunit hindi fully satisfied si Junji sa kinalabasan ng kanilang performance.
This round is not what I expected it to be. You were relying on your talent. Sometimes talent is not enough.
Ginakabahan na ako na baka kamali ako sunod-sunod na pagkakamali, gano'n.
Bakit tuloy nagkalayo?
Kasi hindi ko siya masyadong naaral and dun yung lumabas dun sa performance namin.
Sa huli pinili ni Junji si Alia. Si Rhea at Alia ay pasok na sa top 4 ng Camp Junji at makakasama sa mga magpe-perform sa one and only Wish Bus. Aabangan naman kung sino-sino ang unang makakapasok sa top 4 ng Camp Top Suzara mamayang 9:30 ng gabi sa Wish 1075 YouTube channel. Leslie Lomboan, UNTV News and Rescue, Philippines.
At yan ang naging kabuuan ng ating balitaan ngayong gabi.
Aming inilahad ng buong katapatan kung paano namin nasaksihan.
Kayo po'y makapagtitiwala ng aming nakita at narinig ang aming binabalita. Magandang gabi.